When do we plant gladiolus bulbs? For me, the time is now through midsummer. Hold your horses though. Gladiolus is a tender perennial and you need to make sure that your temperatures are warm enough. I wouldn't want you to lose your beautiful flowers. Gladiolus is a warm season perennial here in my Zone 7 garden, but it could be an annual for many of you who are in colder growing zones. I will plant them sometime in the early spring if it's an early purchase, a few weeks before I anticipate my existing bulbs to begin popping up. So far, my bulbs have tolerated -11 temperatures, but they are in ground. If your temperatures are expected to stay above 5 to 10 Fahrenheit, it's safe to plant them as long as they're still dormant. For most areas, 4 to 6 weeks before the estimated last frost date should be safe. Aim for 4 weeks if you live in a cooler climate. The main thing that you want to watch out for is that they don't get hit by frost after they have started to break through the soil. Typically, they'll recover just fine, as this has happened to mine several times over the years. Even this year, it's just unavoidable with the timing that my gladiolus begins waking up and our wild weather swings. However, this could be a problem for smaller or immature bulbs, or bulbs that have not gotten a chance to establish themselves in cooler zones. They have less energy to use than mature bulbs. Again, I wouldn't want you to lose yours because they are truly some of the most stunning flowers in the garden. Don't forget to keep your bulbs right side up when planting. The bottom will have a circle and you may see dried out root remnants or new roots starting. The tops typically have leftover leaf material where the leaves were cut. Some can be a little hard to tell the top from the bottom, but compare them with the other bulbs in your package. I plant my gladiolus bulbs roughly 4 inches deep, sometimes a hair less, especially in a new bed. I like to space mine 2 to 3 inches apart. In my opinion, this gives me a fuller bed that's easier to weed due to tighter spacing. And it's easier to dig up the bulbs in the fall to split them as they're closer together, resulting in less digging and less sifting. If you do not plan on digging up your gladiolus for a few years, wider spacing would be beneficial because the corms will quickly crowd the bulbs as they mature. This gives you a little more time. Once planted, gladiolus are some of the easiest flowers to grow and manage. If they're perennials in your area, all you really have to worry about is planting them and occasionally weeding them. Every few years, you might dig them up to split them and replant. There are some pests and diseases that will affect them, and as many bugs as we come across here in our gardens, gladiolus are nearly maintenance-free in this department for us. Aphids, spider mites, armyworms, and thrips are some of the pests you'll have to watch out for. Thankfully, the wasps and the ladybugs are always on guard here. I recently found out voles apparently enjoy them, so I'm going to have to stay on top of repellents this year. The only other significant problem I've had is the extreme drought conditions we faced last spring. I lost 75% of a variety that I'd added that was new, but that happens sometimes. We carry on, and we plant more. I consider gladiolus to be a stunning, beginner-friendly cut flower. If you're just starting out, add them to your garden. You simply cannot regret such an easy-to-maintain and long-lasting cut flower. Also, don't forget to succession plant. You get more blooms throughout the season. Thank you for watching, everyone.